Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for WSTS-47 Intro to LGBT Studies for Saturday, January 28th. And as I always do in these weekend videos, I'll keep it short and sweet and just go over a few things I think you need to be reminded of or clarified just so you can stay on top of things in the course and do well. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, your quiz for Chapter 2, the score for that was posted there on Canvas, so you should have gotten a notification there in your gradebook that the score is in there, so do take a look there. Next week we are going to be covering Chapter 3. We already started a bit of it there, you may recall last time, but what we're going to be highlighting here in Chapter 3, just to kind of give you a little preview of coming attractions here, is we are going to really drill down into World War II and talk about, sadly, what happened with the Third Reich and how it interfaced under Hitler there with people that were LGBT at that time in their concentration camps, especially. Really sad stuff. I got a little short documentary I'm going to show you there. Also, along with World War II, there's a nice little presentation of what happened to service personnel that were enlisted in the Army and what happened to them if they happened to be discovered as being LGBT. And you might just characterize these as witch hunts, because that's really what it turned out to be there. We're also going to be turning our attention to one of the first activist movements here in the United States. It was called the homophile movement. There's a nice little section about that. And also there for the related chapter websites there that I've got there posted on our Canvas course page under Chapter 3. You'll see some interesting web links there for different characters and issues around the homophile movement. There's some of the famous folks that were just part of that pioneering effort here to get us our rights here back in the United States. There's also some interesting information there about what are called assimilationists, and I'll let you know what that is, but it's talked about there in your text. That's always been kind of a thorny issue in the LGBTQ community there. And also in the same web links there for our Chapter 3, when we cover what psychiatry eventually came to say about whether or not just being gay or lesbian is grounds for being considered mentally ill. As I talked about there on our class on Wednesday, there's this really great PBS documentary called Cured, like you're cured from something or healed from something. There's a web link there for that. That'll take you right to the PBS site, and you can watch it there. Or if you have a smart TV and you have the ability to add apps to your TV, just pop in the PBS app. You can search for Cured there and watch it, stream it there right on your TV. It's really good. It's just under an hour, and it's just really heartening and really amazing to see how concerted effort of just a few dedicated people, but also using the power of science behind them, they really did make a difference, and it really did impact many of our lives, those of us that happen to be queer. So we really do owe some gratitude to them for just persisting, and that's really how you change things. Just keep persisting, and it'll eventually work out. I mean, hopefully it will. So we're also going to be turning our attention to the famous events around Stonewall. I'm sure you've all heard of Stonewall there. So what's the story about that and the consequences of all that there? And related to that, we're also going to be taking a look at feminism, but the lesbian brand of that, which certainly has an interesting history and one that was not always welcome by those that were in what you might just call mainstream feminism, if you will. And also turning our attention again to some activism there, and then the powerful but also tragic story of Harvey Milk there, some of you may know, in San Francisco, so we'll take a look at that. And lastly, we will take our quiz for Chapter 3, so make sure you prepare for your homework there for that. You'll find that in the homework module there. Just open up Section 1, look for the file for Chapter 3, and that's what you'll need to get ready to prepare for your Chapter 3 quiz, and you'll take those together in your small group again. So otherwise, that's everything I wanted to say. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. And if you need anything in the meantime, just reach out via the email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to get back to you. So otherwise, I will see you in class on Wednesday. So take care until then.